Welcome back to the CCP.
Let's start off with a great topic: identity politics.
Yeah, let's dive right into identity
How much
politics.
we
Who
love
cares?
minors, right, guys?
Yep.
Oh
What
my
are you, a
God.
Minecraft YouTuber?
Whoa.
Absolutely. Have you never met me?
That's a bad bit. I have, and it might be true.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Don't set yourself up, and I won't hit you.
Oh,
But
The baseball bat
It's-
hurts, my friend.
I feel so bad.
it turns me on.
How long did we just lose?
About an hour.
Oh, fuck, man.
No, fuck me.
Oh, this is just a repeat of what happened to Gaelen and I the last time.
Yeah, we had a very long conversation
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh. So Galen and I had this idea, like I wanted to start a podcast like a year ago, and so I reached out to Galen and I was like, "Yo, what if we just did like a trial podcast, just you and I, and then expand on it more, just like like borderline autistic rants and that sort of thing, just stuff you're passionate about. I don't care what." And so like we talked for I think 2.5 hours about like Galen was talking about like science fiction books, and I talked about hypnosis for like 30 straight minutes, and just a bunch of random stuff. And I look over at OBS like 3/4 of the way through, or like right at the end, when we're like, "Fuck, that was a good, healthy, long conversation." And I look, and my OBS had fucked up and like died on itself, or I didn't set it up right, or something. But it was just like 2.5 hours, no audio whatsoever.
Oh my.
It was just the video, and fuck. I want to switch like soon once we get this like consistent. I want to switch to having everybody like record their own audio, just like on
And just send it to
Audacity or
you.
whatever, and then I'll just compile it all together. Be like an
Yeah,
official
that way you're
podcast.
not dealing with Discord fucking about with audio compression.
Exactly. Because like all I'm doing right now is just recording video and audio at the same time, and then I'm gonna have to like manually take out the video and edit, and then figure out
Why wouldn't
something
you?
else.
Why wouldn't you just use Audacity?
Yeah.
See, here's the thing with Audacity. I know how to record myself. I don't know how to set it up for like desktop audio and such. And have
Brother,
You set it
both
up
those.
to take up your output as your input. That's all you do.
It's been a hot minute, okay? I don't know. I went
brother, it's called you Google it, or you ask ChatGPT, because that is new Google.
I don't use
No, Google
ChatGPT.
doesn't use ChatGPT. It uses something else it claims as its own. Gemini?
Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini.
Gemini.
No,
Oh,
I'm saying you ask ChatGPT like you would ask Google, because Google.
okay.
Fucking hate AI.
I want
If you want a
Yeah.
controversial topic, I will fucking rant about AI.
I want
No, I
Bro,
hate
they
AI
shove
too.
that shit in everything.
Okay.
I
So-
detest AI so fucking much.
I think it's awful and like end of days type shit, but Gemini takes the cake. Like, oh my gosh. Like if you were to ask like, OpenAI or any other AI model, even the Chinese ones, about like, oh, how should I start losing weight? It'll recommend you like, oh, start eating better, exercise regularly, watch calories, like that sort of thing. And Gemini would be like, amputate your legs. That's the quickest way to lose weight possible.
I'm not.
No, Gemini will actually tell you to starve yourself. It is
Yeah.
very toxic.
I think it's hilarious.
That's my
'cause
goat right there.
that is the biggest company aside from like, oh, has Amazon taken the #1 spot? I feel like they probably have at this point.
No.
Oh,
No?
Amazon does
No,
have the new
OpenAI.
thing because it's all over fucking Prime.
But you know, the number one company in the world can't afford to train its AI model properly, and they just rolled that out, which affects like millions of users immediately. Like at least with Microsoft Copilot, they were like testing
Hi,
it
can
for
I
a
introduce
while.
you to Electronic Arts Entertainment?
Did they do
Fucking
something?
God, EA? That's all of EA's existence is doing that shit too.
Well, they've
Hi,
been
I'm
in
gonna
leash for
roll out
years.
new things. Yeah, I'm gonna roll out new things, but I'm not gonna fix anything.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, EA's bad, but like this the AI move by Google is just phenomenal. Like I'm so happy about it because it just reaffirms why I hate Google. You know, I have
Yeah.
I have actively avoided Google stuff like the plague, aside from this like Android phone that I just bought because I thought it was a cool little trinket basically. Um, but like I don't utilize a whole lot of Google stuff, and I have been that way even more so since like, you know, fucking high school. And I used
Same
to
here.
I had people who would be like, "Oh, no, man, like you got to get this, you got to do that. Androids are better." And it's like, you really want this? That's really the goal here?
Okay,
I mean,
Androids are better compared to what? Because if it's to iPhone, yes. If it's to any other phone company, not really.
What,
you're
you
all-
thinking Huawei's can't compete here? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, for amount of data they steal.
Oh, yeah. You got a point. Wait, no, Huawei is worse.
I don't know
Huawei,
Huawei. I know Apple and Google. I don't. I suffer with Apple because it is what it is.
yeah, you're already entrenched in it at this point. It's better to just
I am.
stick with it. Who cares what they know? No, so Huawei is a Chinese like phone manufacturer, and they've been shown to have like full-on backdoors and like leaking data towards the CCP.
what do
Oh, that's not a
what do you
surprise.
expect from a company that's CCP? What do you
No,
expect?
I'm
It's like
I'm not saying it's a
looking at
surprise in the slightest.
it's literally like looking at Facebook or Google and going, "Wow, they immediately give in to the government in the U.S." Well, it's because they're like partly owned by the government. People have shares in it. They can do what they want there. Propaganda is just propaganda. It's just each side has their own.
Yeah, I find it hilarious and concerning at the same time, you know.
Mm,
Um, what else? Should we dive into gender and identity politics, or should we save that for the
Ooh.
episode?
Do you really want to go there?
this could get spicy.
This could get very spicy.
It could get very spicy.
You know, we could also talk about
Yeah,
books.
you know what? Trump's in power. It can't get that spicy.
Oh,
You'd be surprised.
Oh no, man.
I'm staying the far away from that with a 10-foot
Oh,
fucking pole.
Oh, I don't know, Rick.
I don't know, Rick. I might lose all access to my banking if I speak up against things. That's a bit too real.
Trudeau.
Jesus. Okay.
no, I might just go blow up your house instead.
Okay,
Oh, I feel like
Ireland.
setting a White
Babe.
House on fire.
Such a chill.
Daddy, chill. Um,
Fun history lesson. No Canadians actually burned the White House. Canada
what?
wasn't even a concept at the time the White House was burned.
Yeah, we kind of weren't.
So are you telling me those those songs that we listened to
Yes.
in school was just merely propaganda, so we felt we were better?
Kind of. It represents us as we were still a colony at the time.
There they.
Mhm.
Huh.
But it was mostly British troops stationed in either St. John's or in Halifax Harbor, and they just sail down, and then just were like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it, it's right there. Let's just burn it.
It's right there. Why not?
I mean, like real and true.
But that's pretty
If-
much
Fair.
the entire thing. There's not anything else to it.
Mhm.
Well, that's
They
way
weren't
way
Canadian.
more tame.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get spicy then.
Okay.
If that's the direction you want to take.
Yeah. Okay, let's hit it. Who's got the most polarizing view?
Well, you started this, Michael. You get to go first.
Yeah,
I get the
everyone
honor
Michael
of
goes
it.
first. Yep.
Okay, I'll be the martyr then. I don't really give a shit about what people identify as. I just hate that it's become almost like the same thing as religion, where people just jam it down each other's throats. I feel like that's pretty
Putting
tame
it.
of a thing to say.
Good way of putting it.
Well, it's also a problem of the loud minority again. It's always a thing.
Oh,
Is
I know
it
it's
puts
the
a
loud
bad taste in
minority.
a lot of people's mouths.
It's something that I don't understand as well in concern to it, because I haven't seen it as much with anything else, is like it becomes a part of the personality rather than just an opinion you hold. And that confuses me, to say the least.
Okay, here's a question for you that
Yep.
relates to a bit. Part of your personality is you're married to a woman,
Yeah.
and that you identify as a man.
We have our Friday nights still though, so
What?
But that doesn't change.
What does that? What does that mean?
That is a complete
I just
joke.
died because of that.
Michael, are you putting the dress on Fridays?
No, he's
no,
talking about
Magnus.
him and I relationship. This is a in-joke since high school that we'd get together on Friday nights.
And jerk each other off. Yeah.
Yeah, we
The
have.
circle jerk.
No.
I was about to say
This
the
was
circle
completely
jerk.
gay.
Yeah. No, this was completely just the most
This
Mutual
wasn't
sexual
masturbation.
thing.
this wasn't socks on type deal. This was completely.
This was feral, like the room stank, you know?
Yep.
This is socks are forbidden in the room.
Yeah.
This is
The
mean, I've
Bible
kissed
is
Michael,
far
so-
away from the room.
Oh.
anyways. I just
I mean,
hate
who
that.
hasn't kissed Michael here, right?
I mean, I got kissable lips. What can I say?
I
I'm
can
pretty
agree.
sure both me and Dorian have not kissed that.
Well, we can change that in September.
You're missing out, guys. Real.
For real. On God.
PCP meetup.
On God, for real.
Just a makeout set.
Throw
No
all
cap.
of you off of a bridge. Not
There's
specifying which
multiple.
one though. Is there
There's
multiple
some
in
really
Calgary?
nice ones. Yeah, there's some
There's
really
a
nice
lot in
ones.
Calgary.
Pog.
You want to go off
Like,
the Peace
try to-
Bridge?
Well, I was gonna say,
Wait,
try to throw
is
me
that
off
the
the
North
Peace Bridge.
Saskatchewan River?
Hmm?
What?
Which river is it that goes through
Bow.
Calgary?
Bow.
Oh, Bow River. Oh,
Yes, the Bow River.
oh,
Yeah.
it's
Eh.
Edmonton that the North Saskatchewan goes through.
Yes.
Doesn't no, the Athabasca joins with the Bow.
Mm.
Yeah.
See, I don't know why the fuck you guys have the North Saskatchewan River when you guys are Alberta.
Because
Oh,
that
I
river's
have-
I
hate
petition
you.
we rename it
doesn't it
like
start?
like the
How about we
Gulf,
petition?
like the Gulf
The
of
Gulf.
America.
Dude, have
Did you-
you guys seen that? Have you seen that actually? If you go on Google Maps,
It is legally
they-
changed.
or
They
even
changed
It is
Apple Maps,
legally changed.
Wait, but I checked it. Hold on, I'm gonna look right now.
No,
No,
there was
it's
it was changed.
It's
It's in
changed, bro.
brackets.
It's just in brackets that it says Gulf of Mexico.
You know, it
Yeah,
says
but I
Gulf of
checked. I don't
America
even
in
get the
brackets.
brackets. Oh, I see it now. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, let's
very-
not forget about the
Go.
Mexican Empire, guys. Let's not think about that. Let's not think about all the land
Fuck
that they
'em.
control.
Oh, you know, the
Hey,
fucking
let's not think
dinosaurs
that they-
didn't take an impact for that or anything.
No, it's
Don't
not
mess
like
with the
Mexico,
Mexicans right now. They like us. They're very happy with us.
Mexico controlled the entire Florida peninsula, Texas, all of California. You know, let's just forget about that, right?
Yep.
Literally.
Yeah, there was no reason it was called the
Spanish
Gulf
who?
of Mexico, right?
I don't hear the Inquisition.
You know,
The
you're
Spanish
not
sure aren't
expected again.
surprising anyone right now.
Do you guys,
No.
do you guys hear like you know, some Mexican music playing in the background or anything?
I'm
Just
hearing Danny Trejo
slowly
coming up
fading
behind
in
me.
from the back. It's just like all of us somehow have
Danny-
sombreros on our heads. Just to
Do you
solidify.
smell poblano peppers?
Mouthful of taco.
Hey, essay. You talking about me like that, Holmes?
We're just all talking like cholos by the end of it.
Dean, is that you?
Oh, here's something
Hey,
Dorian.
Name's
Here's-
Jim.
Oh, I was talking with Jesus last week. Hey.
Here's something weird
Hey.
to Dorian. Dorian, so because you're from Ontario, you know of the Holmes like group that oh god, what's his name? Mike Holmes? He
Yeah.
builds houses and shit. Yeah, so you know how he like basically sponsors and partners with a bunch of other companies? One of the companies that he was sponsored with completely got shut down because of two CBC articles.
Really?
Yeah, because they do improper electrical work.
That's a big no.
Shocking nobody.
Wow.
I just thought it was hilarious that the second that all the articles came out, Holmes was like, this is a big red immobile line for us. And then all of was it AGM, I think is the company or something like that. They're gone now. Completely shut down. And they state it's because of the CBC articles.
That's hilarious. Get fucked.
Right?
I mean,
Deserved.
half of that is just PR, right? Being like, oh, we don't
Oh yeah.
support that or anything like that. It's just saving your ass at the end of the day. Anyways, should we actually continue on the identity politics? I got us started and then we got sidetracked like immediately.
We got derailed.
Yeah.
You're the MC here. It's your choice.
Listen, you can talk about anything.
Yeah.
Duck farts. Let's talk about duck farts, boys.
Dog parks?
Duck farts.
Duck
Does
fart.
a duck fart?
I don't know enough about ducks to know if they
They got
fart
a
or
water
if they
tight
even
ass.
smell.
That's all I know.
Well,
Watertight
Oh,
only
no,
stops it
what?
from getting in, not out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I want to like, how do you think bird plumage works?
What do you mean bird plumage works? It's not
I
difficult.
only know
works.
of the bird plumage.
No, I'm asking if Michael
In
knows.
what?
Basically,
Furry
misunderstanding.
Oh, furry porn. Oh god.
What the fuck?
When did furry
He
porn get
just
brought up?
flew in. I said I only know of bird. Sorry, I can't help.
He's cutting in and out because he's
Fuck,
playing-
sorry.
God damn it.
I turned my mic to a certain pickup so that Alex wouldn't pick up on my mic.
Well, figure it out.
But I said I only know the bird plumage from furry porn, so I can't help you.
Oh, okay. Well, if you come across anything in your travels, let us know. That's important stuff that we have to know that we can only find here on the Cockwise podcast. Where else are you gonna come to hear? Come. Where?
Where else are you gonna
Where else
come?
come?
Where did all this
Whale
come
comes.
from? Why are we talking about
Oh
duck
god, I
farts?
can't hold all that cum. Jimmy, I
that
can't believe
whale
your mom let you
cum.
have two cums.
Heir to the cum throne. Have you guys ever
Oh,
listened
wow.
to that?
Fucking fun.
Yes, I've
No.
listened to that shit.
Oh,
I have
there's
not.
there's something
on.
about the first one that like I don't know, it lives inside my head rent free just because of how absurd it is. And then after that, I was
Oh.
like, okay, I gotta tap out. This is too funky for me.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
This is the Welcome to the Cum Zone
Yeah,
audio.
my
Is
my
directly
Welcome
from
to the
this.
cum
my
zone.
favorite version of that of Welcome to the Cum Zone is a 50-second long clip of it, not even the full song, and somebody put a image or a gif of Gurr like dancing with it, and it matches the BPM,
Yes,
and it makes me so happy but so pain at the same time.
I love
Never
Gurr.
seen this.
Okay, identity politics.
I gotta agree with you and say, can everyone just fuck off and stop making it a part of
Well, like
the
As a bisexual, non-binary, please, I just want to live my life in peace and not have to like worry about someone being like, "What gender are you?" Bitch, I don't know. Wednesday.
why does it even have to fucking talk about it? Like,
Literally.
Yeah.
go about your
yeah,
life. It doesn't have to. You don't have to care about what my gender is.
It
I
doesn't
have
matter unless you
in my
talk to me on a daily basis.
Yeah.
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 I
But
literally
like
have people at work constantly be like, sorry, sorry, sir," and they'll be like, "Fuck, sorry, madam," and I'm just like, whatever.
like
Big
the
deal.
Hit me with bro. Like I do not care.
bro is
Yeah,
gender
literally.
neutral
Literally,
at this point. Like, who
my
cares?
dog. Call me
Um,
pal. Ooh.
but like I've I've seen so much discourse on like what's the best way to handle it, and honestly, like I know this sounds because this is coming from a cis white male here, because apparently that matters. Um, but like I think it needs to be simplified just a little bit.
I have
Okay.
the most
Well,
simplest way you can deal with it. You say, I'm sorry, and then you never interact with that person ever again in your life.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's been working pretty good for me so far.
Hey, all the power to you. But like,
Like if you're gonna screech or complain or whatever, and my story isn't enough, good day. It
well,
and
like,
and
Yeah.
and all power to you. But bye. I'm not dealing with
I remember when like I took a psychology course back in high school, and that was in like 2016, 2017, when this was like all really like becoming a big hot button topic. And I
ramping up.
remember, sorry.
It was ramping up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That was when you had like all of the dyed hair feminists and all that, and people were making
Yep.
fun of them on it online.
You're
And
showing off your white male side there, Michael.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm just describing what I remember. That's all. Um,
That's why
but
you're a white male.
yeah, yep. Don't mind me. Just with my
Just white
Just in
mailing
my
it up.
lane.
kid,
Hydrated and
another on the
thriving.
way, and stable trade job, and oh fuck, I wear plaid too. Damn, I'm like the epitome of a straight white
And
male.
you live in Alberta.
Holy fuck, dude.
Michael, the plaid
Straight white
doesn't
male.
count because there are the butch lesbians that wear the plaid and they look fucking slaying.
Okay, no, true. They do pull it off pretty well. No, but
Like the amount of envy I get over the lumberjack lesbian.
I'm a white dude with a wife and kid who works in the trades, and is not immediately PC. I'm pretty much the stereotypical white male. I got the beard too. Fuck, I'm in it to win it now.
You know,
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah,
I honestly would love it if somebody came up to me and to ask me like either what gender or whatever I was. If they just looked at me and was like, "What flavor of a tacky pack?" Or
Apache attack helicopter.
yeah, that. What
what
Jesus
flavor of
flavor of
Christ.
attack
helicopter are you?
helicopter are you? And you just tell them,
Yeah,
oh, I'm Obama's drone strikes.
yeah,
Oh,
literally.
I usually just go
holy
for the
fuck.
osprey.
That was
Hi,
great.
I'm Afghanistan. Shake man.
I'm Iraq in the middle of the 2000s.
Yeah.
I feel like if you say you're Afghanistan, you got to do that in the Joe Biden voice. I'm Afghanistan. I don't know what's going on.
You know, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised that when Joe Biden took power, that he didn't just start up another one of those wars just to be like, all right, the good times are back.
Boys,
good
we're
times
bringing
are
down the price
back.
of oil.
We're bombing immigrants. Let's go.
When did
Fucking
they
What
stop?
the hell? Yeah.
oh, what's that
The price of our
popular?
greed will
But
be
like
paid
that
in
was,
foreign blood.
but that was like the only time he had for good times because that was when he was vice president. It was
Oh
those
yeah, that's true. He was vice
tiny 8
president
years.
for
Yeah.
Obama.
Yeah, he's got
It-
those good years of bombing all those children, sitting back, relaxing, watching the
Hell yeah,
AC-130 footage in his office.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
we
got
got
him.
him.
Yeah.
Obama, or sorry, Osama, not Obama. Osama is dead.
Osama Obama? New
Could you
president
imagine?
just
The
dropped?
Barack
Obaminator.
Osama.
Could you imagine if Biden went to go give that speech and instead of saying Osama bin Laden, he just said Obama bin Laden?
Ladies and gentlemen, Obama is dead. I know you're all relieved. I'm relieved too. It was crazy.
I hate
Um,
that
Obama in
weird
Black
the
black
president. How
background,
did
man.
that
like
ever
what the
happen?
fuck? Obama standing in the background, like what the fuck,
It's
dog?
Obama giving the speech.
Listen, he's got dementia. Let him be.
Yeah.
You guys are
just
being
He's
mean
just
just
to
let
the
needing
him
a
dementia
nap.
talk for a
patient.
while. He's fine. Just ignore all of the press. The cameras
Not
aren't
like the
even
man
on
who had
right
the
now. He's
absence
just talking
seizure.
to himself.
The man who had the absence seizure on stage.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
God, poor man.
anyways, but despite
Our
my
politics are
utter
old.
lack of qualifications for talking about identity politics, like I
You're
know a
gonna do it
lot.
anyways.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people who like are in it to win it when it comes to identity politics. Um, like a aunt now used to be an uncle. Um, they transitioned like 2 3 years ago, maybe longer, and it hasn't changed the way that I treat them in the slightest. I still hold them in regards and like treat them like I would normally. It's just a different name to remember instead because I don't see them often. Um,
That's what I don't get is people can't figure their way around a name change. Like people do it all the time with marriage, and people
oh yeah,
do it
it's
just
not.
because they hate their first name they're given.
Yeah, it's nothing to
It's
do with
literally
like
because they're kind of
I.
bigoted and they don't want to change.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to recognize that change. People hate change.
Yeah,
It's out of fear.
Yeah,
It's a
literally.
genuine fear.
Oh, it is. I just
yeah,
don't understand it because it's
No,
not
because like
that
it
difficult
doesn't
to
actually
understand.
does it affect them in any capacity other than the fact that they have to live with the knowledge that
No,
a
because let's be
human
fair. For the
being just changed how they wanted to be viewed.
because let's be
yeah,
honest, for the most part, it's typically the parents that are having the issues with the kids changing their names. And like looking at it, the parents don't even fucking use the kids' actual names half the time. The parents will give them some stupid fucking nickname or some shit and never call
Oh,
them
that
by
yeah.
their real name.
I
So
have a
like,
story about that. Yeah. So Kels, her best friend, is a gay man, right? And
good for him.
yeah,
he does not like his name that his parents gave him, and he goes by a different name. But every time I saw that everyone that knows him that he enjoys calls him by that name, but every time the parents just ignore that, even when they're in the same room
yep,
Yeah, that's like our
having a
one friend.
conversation with them, right?
I
it's
mean,
literally
It's
our
just
friend.
wild. It was so off-putting.
I
It
can
is, and it's
understand like, and I saw this happen firsthand, and it happened to me firsthand, where it's like you're so used to calling them one name, and it's like, oh fuck, sorry, trying to remember the other name or trying to say the other name instead. If it was like,
Slip ups.
stumbling
Slip
over
ups
that,
happen.
yeah, if it was like stumbling over your words and saying the wrong name or whatever, like,
like that's understandable. That takes
yeah,
time to adapt and to change. People can't just change right off
Well,
the hop like that. I still
even
called
years
myself
later.
Zacharias a year later.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. It's like as long as you're putting an
I'm
effort
aware
in,
I'm a
most
bug.
people are pretty tolerant of that. Like I know I messed up once or twice where like I said like the first like couple of letters for my aunt. I was like, sorry, no, it's this. And they're like, yeah, it's all good. I know it's a hard change
Hey,
because like I grew up literally, like I grew up partially with them.
Yeah.
yeah, you
Because it
just
was
say sorry and move on. It's not extremely
yeah,
hard.
yeah. Like I just said sorry, still trying,
Yeah, a lot of people
and
overcomplicate it.
Yeah. And I get why they do, because they don't want to get shouted at by those people that will browbeat you over it.
well, and also something to mention is like while the loud minority of anything is not the basis that you want to have your understanding on, that is because of the culture that we live in with, you know, technology and the internet, all you really see is the loud minority until you experience it firsthand.
Yeah,
So
oh, yeah.
Hmm.
you'll see,
I
like I've
completely
seen
agree.
it where, you know, people who are in that loud minority will cast people out and call them bigots and racists and all that for just having a
Yeah.
simple name flip where it's like, I meant to call you by your proper name, but I slipped in your dead name instead just out of habit because I've known you for 25, 30 years. I'm sorry, I'm trying. And instead they get
Hmm.
flamed on social media, called a racist. They some of them have lost their jobs over it. Like it's crazy how far people will go. Um,
Let's be fair. If you try to get somebody fired for calling you the wrong fucking name, you're a shitty ass person.
well,
Yeah.
most of the times they don't get fired, but like maybe HR makes them do some
No,
awareness
there is a
training.
story about it. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Mhm.
there
there's
is.
this
Lots of
astronomer.
people have gotten fired for
Did you
that.
hear about the astronomer who wore that just like button-up shirt that his female colleague made for him that he wore on like this broadcast when they landed
Oh, the pinup
on
girl,
the
or
comet? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
Female colleague made it. It was a homemade article that he wore as her
Whoa.
friend. And people got mad about it because it was a scantily clad woman on the shirt.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's just
And that's not even talking about the
There's
fact that they literally landed a probe on a comet.
yeah,
like
that's
for stuff
fucking
like
wicked.
that, we need to bring back thicker skin. That's my opinion.
Bring back some bullying.
You need to be able to look at that and go in your own head, ugh, that's awful. And then instead of out loud try to get the man fired or in trouble. Because you know what? The world shouldn't have to cater to everything you find upsetting.
No,
I
I
miss
It
old
shouldn't.
completely
people
agree with
just
that one.
screaming at TVs.
Yeah.
I just miss like grandma and grandpa just sitting there yelling about how much they hate the news, and then they just move on with their lives. They go
yeah,
back and they finish whatever the fuck they're doing in the field or on the farm.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it because we have a loud minority dominated culture like that. Even though, like, sure, you could argue that maybe that shirt wasn't appropriate for live TV. You could probably make that claim with any reasonable doubt. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. That would be a reasonable thing to say. But
But you
it,
shouldn't go to the point to get them fired or in trouble.
no, God, no. Like, the worst
You're
that could have
messing with
happened
somebody's
was like,
livelihood.
yeah,
They don't understand that though. They don't view it.
And
They're just like, oh, it's just a
Yeah.
person, right? They don't
Yeah, it's just
view
a
the
person.
no,
They're
life
getting in
behind
not
it.
even
trouble.
that. It's all the loud minority when it comes to any sort of topic or, you know, point of discussion here. It's no longer nuanced to the point of like, oh, that's just a person who cares, or even like, yeah, that's a person with the same struggles as me and everybody else, but I don't like what they did, so I'm gonna flame them for it. It's either it's us or them, and that's it. There seems to be no nuance in regards to how to approach things like that. Like
Yeah, and it's like
whether
they're missing that life lesson where you learn that growing up. You can't constantly nitpick.
yeah, um,
Here.
and I've found that quite a bit with certain people that I've talked to, not even about like super important stuff, but um
day
just
to
like
day things even.
well, like I've told you guys how much conspiracy theories and politics comes up in the shop that I was in. And I'm not gonna miss that, being lectured by a bunch of 30 and 40-year-olds that, you know, there's aliens that are coming back to get us and this and that. Anyways, but
Yeah.
like even some of the older guys who like have established careers and have gone to school and know how to do
Oh
all of these
shit,
cool
John.
things, they also had that problem too, where there was no opportunity of nuance or understanding. It was just simply like, oh yeah, these sissy liberal cucks, sort of type of deal. And it was like extremely off-putting because like I'm used to a sort of left perspective of, oh, if you're not with us, you're a fucking far right bigoted Nazi and all that. Like I remember hearing that jargon all the time, just from watching online discourse and all that. And it was just jarring to hear it the other way around and be like, oh, there's stupid people both sides of the discussion. That's helpful.
Yeah, it you just form your own opinion only to be like, we're
Like
weaponizing stupidity.
literally,
Weaponized autism.
Really?
no, it
I
like
love it.
that stuff makes me want to disengage from the entire conversation. Like, we could have a reasonable conversation, and you could tell me your side, and I could tell you my side. We could respect that, and agree to disagree or whatever. But as soon as it gets to that level of lack of nuance or understanding, creativity, or just provoking thoughts at all, it's like I don't want to discuss this with you because I already know that you're not going to change your mind. You're not going to entertain changing your mind. You're not open to this conversation. You are set, and nothing's going to change that for you, as far as I can tell, unless something
Hmm.
personal happens to it. Um, like a big one was like trans kids. I don't know why a bunch of guys at the shop cared so much about trans kids. It's like, is there a moral and ethical dilemma with this conversation up to a certain age? Absolutely. But it's not as popular as everybody thinks it is. Like I
It's
know
Yeah,
not.
it's not like every other child is needing the transition.
I
Or
knew
it's
one.
one in
I knew one.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I knew
I've
like
known
maybe
3 in
5,
all my
but that was
time.
also because I was in a school that had a lot of not trans I wouldn't even say transgender kids, but a lot of two-spirited kids. And that was like
Mhm.
at that time they were just like, I'm gay. That's it.
Yep.
yeah,
I've only dealt with one closely, and that's just because I was a leader in a scout group, and it became
And
some
so
of an
that
issue
that
at points.
yeah.
yeah,
Like,
things like that would come up.
and like I remember there was an actual thing. This was back in the 2000s. Remember when YouTube was an app that
Ah,
came on your iPod Touch, like way
yeah.
Yeah,
back when Steve
with the
Jobs was
old
still alive?
logo.
Yeah, with the
Oh yeah.
TV logo instead of what it is now.
Hell yeah.
I
Yep.
remember somehow I got into weird weird political topics, and it wasn't as fucking hardcore propaganda as it is now. Like it wasn't even close. Half the time it was just like news stories and such. But I remember there was this one kid who legitimately had a case of hermaphroditism, and so it was like genetically they identified as a guy, but they had a vagina, or the other way around, or something like that. And there was
Were they intersex or were they
they were like medically intersex. It wasn't like
okay?
transition or anything like that. It was literally just that 1 in 10 million or whatever the stat is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
Hmm.
and there was a concern, and it ended up making like national news over what bathroom they should use. And it's this 8-year-old kid who's just like, I just need to pee.
Yeah.
Like the most purest form of the conversation you could possibly have, where it's like, this isn't a 16-year-old, nor is it a 30-year-old or anything like that. This is an 8-year-old who probably does not see race other than like, oh yeah, Sam, my best friend, happens to be black. Like that doesn't change how I treat him or anything like that. Like it's an 8-year-old. 8-year-olds
And
are
let the poor
ruthless,
kid
but
pee.
it's nothing like what you see later down the line. Yeah, and this kid just wanted to use the right restroom so he would stop being harassed.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it was like, huh, I didn't know that existed. And then I think later on that same school year or something like that, we ended up talking about like two-spirited people for like that First Nation study that everybody had to do.
I don't remember that.
Oh, for I remember a lot of elementary school and a little bit of junior high.
Oh, you know
We
what?
had,
It's you were going to public, weren't you?
yeah, I was in public.
That's why.
Oh, you
Fucking
didn't
You were
have
religious
Jedi?
private?
school. No, I was in a Catholic system.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
I remember
I'm
not
so
having.
sorry.
I remember not hearing anything about First Nation stuff until I went into public school because I wasn't Catholic for a couple of years. And instead, we had religion class, we had music class, we had everything else. And social studies was just kind of like, yeah, government, here's some people, here's some dates. This is the basis of Canada. But they didn't really talk about First Nations too much. And
Yeah, I
then
didn't
I
get
get
too
to
much of
public
that until
school.
Oh,
OJ. Yeah.
I did public school, and it was like, hey, we're
You
going to
should.
teach you all about First Nations culture and all that. And it was cool to learn. I was game for it. But it's like, it's weird that that's not discussed in
Guess
Catholic
guess
school.
what?
What's up?
It's not discussed at all in Ontario.
Really?
Yep.
to
I'm
the point
surprised
where
because
when Dorian came here, he was like, wait,
Who the
what?
fuck
They're
are these
here?
people? What's going on? What happened?
Literally.
Literally. My
What are
reaction was
First
like,
Nations?
wait, what happened to these people? What did Canada do? And then I got told, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't I learn this? It is literally not taught
And
in Ontario.
and then there's my schooling where because I was taught in Saskatoon and the high school I went to was I want to say 85 to 95% Indigenous kids. I was
Mhm.
taught extensively what Canada has done to the Indigenous population. I've been doing powwow since I was 5.
I never had
It's
to do any
And
powwows, but like we did field trips out to like
oh
certain
no,
First Nations.
that was like extracurricular. I did that for fun.
Oh, I see.
It was a good type of dance. But like I've learned about Indigenous culture since basically like day one, and where Dorian didn't even really know about them.
There you go. Yeah, I was just gonna say really quick that like we did a lot of field trips for public school and all that. It was like usually First Nations or like Canada history related. There was very rarely the science ones. Like you go to the zoo and that's it. But that's like
We went to the
elementary
zoo a
school.
lot,
Dude, the zoo was the best one though.
right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like I I remember we went to Frank Slide in the Chinook, sorry, not Chinook, Crow's Nest Pass. That was a big
Let's
one.
just dox ourselves. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I can bleep these out. Um, and then there was like the head smashed in
Mm.
buffalo jump. That one was a big First
Yeah.
Nations field trip. Um, and just I think most of the field trips that we had, big ones anyways, were just like First Nations related.
Yeah, my favorite was going to Batoche in Saskatchewan because it was one of the places that Louis Riel actually fought at.
Oh, that's sick.
And, yeah, and now we're living in the city that murdered him or hung him.
God, I miss
Oh.
so much. From like 5 to 13, I was just told those people that got in the way of my dad's work because they had had
Jesus.
protests of the wire line going through their treaty zone. It's like I had no knowledge. They don't cover that stuff in Catholic school, at least the ones I went to.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I hate Alberta.
This is not even an Alberta problem. Mostly, it was a Catholic school system, and
It
my
is.
dad working oil field where yes, they do have an issue with us putting pipelines through their areas because we really shouldn't.
No, we really shouldn't.
Shouldn't be
Yeah.
regardless, but that's besides the point.
Well, I'm not going to talk about pipeline politics. That is a messy subject.
That's even messier than identity politics.
It is. That's why I'm not going to
Yeah.
talk about it. Because
Especially considering
it's,
the two places we're from. Yeah.
What do you mean? People seem to understand what they want here. They got I Heart Oil and Gas stickers on all their trucks.
you guys live by one of the biggest refineries in Canada.
Literally.
Yeah, and we make 85 to 95% of the world's potash.
Yeah,
Dude, I fucking hate
That's
our
not-
reliance on oil and gas.
it's a necessary evil. That's the sad bit.
I
Yep.
hate
It
it.
doesn't
We
have
can
to be.
transition. We can
Yep.
transition. I know
We
it'll
can.
It
it'll
takes
suck,
time.
but we
We
can
can't do the
transition.
cold turkey.
We can transition to a majority. There's still going to be things in life that will require this, but
Yeah.
if we transition the rest of the stuff that does not need to be on oil and gas away from it, we'll basically make it last for the rest of time
Oh, exactly.
until
Just
we
use it
leave to go to
for
another planet and find more.
the necessary production measures, but we just need to stop using it for powering vehicles.
How do
I
we
And
get the
machinery.
states to
Oh, hey.
manifest destiny?
Sean, when did you get here?
Oh, I've been
Uh,
chilling.
15
It's the
minutes.
penis machinist.
Holy shit. I've just been like
sorry,
sitting
I
on
was
the
late.
couch.
I was doing an escape room, and I
Oh,
lost
gotcha.
track of time.
Valid excuse.
Every room's
Yeah.
an escape room with
how was the
me.
escape room? Oh God,
Well,
you're
it
not
failed.
trapped in here with me. I'm trapped in here with you. Oh wait, wrong way.
Yeah. Did not escape in time, but whatever. We went to the Chinese buffet, ate, and now I'm just sitting in the middle of Sylvan Lake, like the lake, in my truck with the lights off.
How did you get your
Wait, you're
truck into the middle
inside
of
of
the
the
lake?
lake?
He's
No,
a magician.
the lake's frozen.
Oh, right. It's like it's the dead of fucking winter or something.
Yeah. Well, I didn't
Oh,
want to
Sometimes
interrupt
we're
your guys'
stupid as shit.
conversation, so I just kind of just listened. Yeah. I'm Sean, by the way, to the new people that I'm meeting now.
Yeah.
Be
Hello,
racist.
Sean. Is your name spelled the right way or the wrong way?
Spell SEAN.
The
Fuck!
correct way.
Yeah,
way.
The
The
wrong
correct
way.
way.
Scene.
No, 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 no.
Wait.
I will not let
Dorian.
you disparage my
Dorian,
dead
Sean, I'll
father's
strangle
name,
you.
Dorian.
Fuck!
I will not let you disparage my dead father's name.
I'm going
Well,
to. It's
Just let us-
SHAWN.
I'm
I
going to
will-
throw you off the bridge.
I was
I will
I
die
was
on,
his name
on
out
this
of
hill.
No, you'll be pushed off it.
Uh-oh, you
And I
guys are
walked a couple
crossfading into
down.
each other.
That's
Sorry.
because she was over here.
Well,
Yes, my bad.
figure it out.
Figuring it out.
We did.
Yeah, for all of the issues that we've talked about, spent 45 minutes in this version of the recording talking about. That's all that we need to do. It's just figure it out. That's the simple solution.
I'll figure
Yeah,
it
just
out.
Have you
figure it
ever
out.
just tried not?
Answer? Figure it out. World hunger?
Literally.
Figure it out.
Depression?
bag of-
Figure it out.
Here's a bag of money. Figure it out.
God, I wish it was that simple.
I know.
What, depression? Or,
No, just solving your problems with a bag of money sometimes.
oh God, I wish. Please. People say money doesn't buy happiness, but those people are fucking wrong and they have everything else they need in life. Fuck you guys. I need money.
Yeah,
Most people
if I
don't
can buy a
understand
house, I might be
financial
happier.
security.
Yeah. I need gas money.
I need money to feed to the cat because she's
Yes.
fat. As I stare at her.
Uh.
She's only fat because you love her.
Yes. She's
I know
living best
she's
life.
fat because I feed both of them together, and she decides to eat all of the food. Sean didn't get to hear because he wasn't here for the beginning of the podcast. Sean, what is your feelings on $300 cat bowls?
Cat hole?
Like a water dish. A
No,
water
not a
dish.
water
Oh.
dish. Just specifically only for food.
What does it do? Other than hold shit.
hey,
like-
asking the real
Closes.
questions.
It
Does
closes.
it like does it keep the water cold?
It prevents other cats from eating that specific cat's food because it
only for
only
food.
opens up for the right cat.
It's just natural selection. You got to let it do its work.
But see, I don't need to deal with
Based.
diabetes. That's expensive. Another thing I don't have money for.
Based.
Actually, speaking of that, I should probably go feed my cats. I'll be right back.
How the fuck did we talk about it initially for like 10 minutes and nobody brought up that idea?
Fucking $300 for a cat dish? No way. That's 2 tanks of gas.
Yeah.
What truck do you drive?
That's a Dodge Ram.
Ah, yes, it is 2 tanks of gas. Never mind.
Yeah.
What would you think it was?
Yeah.
Fuck my car. That's like 4 tanks of gas.
Yeah.
My car, that
Yeah,
is 4 tanks of
believe it.
gas. Fuck you, I
Wait.
get regular.
Oh no, sorry, that's 6 tanks of gas. Wait.
Don't rub it in.
$300?
Yeah.
I can get like 5 to 6 tanks off of $300, but I drive a fucking sedan, so.
I
5
think I can
tanks
get about
of gas.
6 or 7.
Well, just
That's
because
good. Just
of
share with the
prices
sheepy.
that have been going up and up.
Yeah, 3.75 for mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next summer I'm getting something
I miss
cheaper on
I
gas.
miss when gas was like 76 cents a liter. That was dope.
Peak COVID when it was like 60 cents a liter. Fuck.
I take $80 to fill. The
Yeah.
the Beetle has a little bit more of a gas tank, I'm pretty sure.
Wild. How does it have a bigger
Yeah.
gas tank than my GTI?
Mine's about a 70
The
to 80
Beetle
to fill.
was always used as the travel vehicle for women. So when women back in the 60s would go out on trips, if they didn't have the little van made by Volkswagen, they would take the Volkswagen Beetle. Thank you, Hitler.
Yes.
What a guy.
It may be a Nazi phallic symbol, but it's good on gas.
It is one of the best.
But it's
I can
good
make
on
it from
gas.
What
I
a
can make it
hell
from
of a
Regina
sentence.
to Saskatoon and back on 1 full tank of gas.
And
Yes.
as a completely random question, who's your favorite Austrian
Dictator?
artist?
It would be Falco. Falco.
I just
The guy
love
who
the
sings
passion
Rock
in
Me
his work.
Amadeus.
Okay, that's. I'm surprised you knew more. That's great. I love it.
I only know
Yeah.
Hitler.
Oh, well, he's Austrian painter. Yeah. Fuck. That one went over my head a little bit. He's my
He's
second
my
favorite.
favorite. He's my favorite.
I don't
Also,
think we
because I
should
don't
be
know any
publicly
others.
endorsing Hitler on a podcast, but that's just me.
So
Yeah,
you can take
no
that
doubt.
out.
Great
He's not
Shadow
making any
Legends,
money
use
from
code
this.
Hitler.
We're not endorsing shit.
He can't
Yeah.
make money from this. He's dead.
Exactly.
Yes.
What other typical? You buy a rich
Get the
wallet, use
estate of
Hitler
Hitler.
at checkout for 15% off. He's got hella
What?
sponsors, man. I tell you.
Oh God.
Use my code Heil at checkout.
They send you a free gun and bullet for yourself
Use-
afterwards.
Use code.
I mean, if you use code Honey on the HAL website.
Use code HH on Gamer Subs, and you'll get the same shit that he was using
No,
at the
it's
end of his term.
SS. New code SS.
New Gamer Subs flavor, Hitler's meds.
No, no.
Hitler's mustache.
New
And it's just
Gamer Subs
cocaine.
flavor
And it's
the
just
showers.
cocaine. Oh my god.
We're also sponsored by
You say German
NordVPN.
showers.
No, Surfshark VPN. It's cheaper than the other ones.
Did you say Michael was sponsored? Did you say Michael was sponsored by George Floyd?
we just got that in. We're sponsored by George Floyd. Use code Can't Breathe for 15% off the merch store.
Oh
fuck.
man. Oh,
If this doesn't cancel us, nothing will. Let's go. In other words, did you know Trump got rid of Black History Month?
I thought that was the deal. Biggest dick, shortest month.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'd take that.
I thought that was the
Yeah.
deal. It made sense. What's wrong with
That's it. Every black person, we're revoking your big dick status.
that? Give back
Bummer.
the cards.
Yes, I
Give
can no
back the
longer be
cock.
scared of black men.
You can keep the N-word passes, but the big dick card you gotta
That
revoke.
cracked
Yeah,
up one
we
of
don't
them.
need that.
I cracked up somebody. Somebody heard me.
Yeah, I fucking heard you. Jesus Christ.
Trump starts World War III because no one gave him the N-word pass. No one gave me the N-word pass. I would have used it. It would have been amazing. I would have used it better
No,
than
no.
blacks would have used it.
It would have been, I got the pass. I had
Yeah.
it. I'm not
I would
using
have had
it.
it laminated so I never lose it.
My dick may not be as big, but it is better because it's mine.
Hey,
And
it's
it's made
not
of
about how
gold.
big it is, about
It's
how
the
you
best dick
use
of
it.
all time.
Actually, to be
Yeah.
honest, it's about both.
It may be
And I
shaped
love
like
the hotel
goat's
cuck
head.
chair.
The cuck chair. Oh, every hotel has one.
The fucking cuck chair.
The
Cuck
cuck
chair.
chair is
Or
my
as,
favorite
me
chair.
and Dorian call it, Nolan's chair. We have a friend that anytime we go to like a concert, we'll go with him and whatnot. And we share a hotel room because it's just cheaper that way. And there's, even though we'll get two queens, there's still always a cuck chair.
Well, it's a staple. You can't have a
For, like,
hotel room without a cuck chair.
But
They
you
just
need
want
two
you to
cuck
cuck
chairs
him.
if you're the queen.
Do you guys know why they have those chairs in there?
No.
For the cocks?
It's so you can put your socks on.
Is that actually
Oh, for the
real?
gay
But
sex
what's
that's
the
about to
fucking
ensue.
bed for?
That is the actual reason, is because people sit in chairs to put socks on, sometimes pants, depending on how they are. That is the actual reason.
That's
Bro.
probably the lamest thing I've
Oh,
ever
that's
heard.
why they sit a little lower than beds are.
Yeah.
Well, fucking what?
I hate that. That's
I
fucked
do
up.
too. I'm going back to the cuck chair.
I just want to watch my
You know-
wife get fucked, damn it.
Did you know that there is a hotel or hotel room in Edmonton that you can book at the West Ed Mall that has a stripper pole inside of it and a shower with a window in it that you can view from the bedroom into the shower and a
Oh, so
window
a
from the
cuck shower?
Yes.
Oh no, just hold on. And there's a jacuzzi tub that also has a window from the jacuzzi tub into the shower. And there's one of those like very special like little wave looking chairs that are honest to God made specifically for having sex on because of the way it's shaped. It's basically perfect for every position possible. I know this from the TV show How to Build a Sex Room.
That's a TV show?
What?
Yeah,
It
it
Why
is.
aren't
It's
we
a Netflix
sponsored?
show.
It's
It's
on
not
Netflix.
good for TV.
TLC.
It's on Netflix.
It's actually pretty well produced.
It is
It is
amazing.
really well produced.
It's a
I
really
hate that
good
all
show.
of you are now chiming in like you've all seen it. What?
No,
We
I
have.
have not seen
I
it.
have.
I've seen bits and
I don't think I've
pieces.
seen it.
I've seen a few episodes of it.
I
and
have it
love
downloaded. Would you like the files?
Hmm.
I got that
Yeah,
shit off
fuck
of
it, why not?
LimeWire. You need it?
it. You'll love it, Gaelen. It's great.
I sure do love my
You'll-
sex rooms.
And some sex dungeons.
Yes, the sex dungeons.
Oh yes, the dungeons
God.
made for sex. The sex dungeons. Those
I
things.
love the old woman too that is like the host. I love her. She's my favorite. She's my favorite person in the world.
Yes. He files in here. What the fuck?
He's actually looking for him.
Oh, I
yeah.
have them.
My
Well,
truck is my sex dungeon.
wanna see
This
what
man's
Pac-Man's
got
gonna
files
do.
upon files.
When you have a 20 terabyte server, you just keep everything.
I want to see him
It was
do the Waka
35,
Waka.
but couple of the drives died.
No, it's 20 terabytes usable.
Oh, the other server or like system.
It's backups. It's ZFS.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I consider that system because that's essential, in my opinion. Where that's not how the computer system works, but that's how I work. Computer can eat my ass.
Kinky. See,
As I fucking picture Bender now. Thanks. God damn it.
I want to see Pac-Man do the Waka Waka.
No. Ugh.
I've been talking about Pac-Man like eating ass and shit for the past like 2 minutes.
He'd be horrible at it.
Yeah,
be-
no, he would not be good at eating ass.
He just knows how to eat, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
got
not
the
gonna
job
be
the
good
same.
at it. Opening your mouth is not the same as knowing how to eat ass.
Hey,
Yeah, there's a whole other like motion with a tongue and shit that needs to happen.
I'm fairly sure Pac-Man doesn't have a tongue.
I'm
Oh my
pretty sure
god,
Waka
could you
waka.
don't have a
imagine
tongue.
imagine Pac-Man with like a Gene Simmons tongue?
Oh my
Have you
God.
guys looked at the PlayStation 2 3D Pac-Man game?
Those awful
No.
abominations, yes, I've seen them.
He has a tongue.
Yeah, he
Oh
does.
my god, that's
No.
horrifying.
It's like a
It's-
lick-a-tongue.
It's bad.
What's that movie with Mr. Handsome Man that's all about video
Pixels.
games?
Pixels.
Yeah, that one has a
I
tongue.
saw that in theaters. Terrible.
Wasn't there one for Secret Level on Amazon as well?
Yeah, there is a Pac-Man one. That one is just weird, though.
I want the Pixels from 2013 Pac-Man.
Oh, you want to be eaten out by
Big
Voxel.
fucking-
Ew.
Or
All those
Croft.
sharp
I need to
Pointy
see
titty.
him. I need to see him go crazy on the ghosts.
I will make sure, hun, that I personally go and design the triangle titty bra from Laura Croft from 1996.
Wait, who are you calling hun here?
Dorian, not you.
Me.
Okay.
You ain't getting it unless you pay for it.
Michael's a sweetheart.
Michael would pay for it.
Yeah.
I know
No,
you
I
would.
can't even deny that.
Hey man, Leo list.
But unfortunately, no.
You hear
That
that,
means I have
Michael? It's
to.
unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
Unfortunate because that means also Dorian's not getting it.
It's unfortunate because we're not making money. But it's
Yeah.
more unfortunate for you.
It is unfortunate for the whole table.
Yeah, we're just at a round table here.
Oh, really?
We're Knights of the
Yeah.
Round Table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I think
laying
now
in
my
front of us
icon
is
is in my
scripts
fucking
for
head.
various advertisements that we've totally screwed up, saying that Hitler and all that.
You code SS.
New galaxy gas chamber.
Oh my god, Galaxy Gas.
Oh God.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm
speaking
dirt.
of Galaxy
This shit
Gas, has
hasn't
anyone
hit as
picked up my
hard since the
Zins?
1940s. I'll tell you what.
When you're sitting in the sauna and you see the label saying "Made in Germany."
Oh,
Oh.
I'm getting in there.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yes.
You know
Had to
it's
do
gonna
that
be
next
made
time out in
right.
Mosquito Creek.
Just don't get sleepy. It's fine.
We
Just
got
don't
anything
get
else
sleepy.
going on? We do have over an hour of
Big thump.
actual recording now.
We have an hour of praising Hitler. God bless.
God bless. Ah!
You know what you mean, Hitler? Bless.
No, you mean
Axis
Heil.
bless.
Heil Blessler.
Heil bless.
Oh God.
Himmler approves of this.
Okay, so you know the like drag star Bellatrix, right?
Oh.
My friend has a cat that she named Bellatrix, but when you look at her, it's Hitler. She is literally Hitler. She's got the little mustache, so I just call her Kittler.
Hello, little Kittler.
Hello, Kittler. She's
Off to
feisty like
Poland
Hitler was.
today.
You know, the only thing that's stopping you from removing the Polish rather than the Polish is autocorrection taking off this shift.
You know what? Speaking of Germans, this is a whole topic shift, but have you guys gotten TikToks in random languages before?
Yeah.
Like shit that you don't speak?
I unfortunately aren't on TikTok no more.
I've never
Oh,
downloaded TikTok.
Okay. I don't
Valid.
use TikTok, but YouTube
However, it does
Shorts,
happen on
I have
Instagram.
gotten Spanish, Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, whole
I'm
lot of
getting
Asian
German
stuff.
brain rot. I'm
Oh,
getting
hell yeah.
German brain rot.
I get that on
How
my
far
fucking
down the rabbit hole
Snapchat.
are you?
I have no idea, but I just keep getting the the AI voice in German saying Otto Rotinder Fish.
God damn
It's
it!
just a rotating fish.
You need to share this with
What the
class.
fuck are the Germans
Yeah.
doing?
Galen,
There, homie. There's your
Yeah.
link with the first 2 episodes.
I'm in a
Characters
similar
become-
No
situation.
bless.
I'm in a similar
Sorry, what?
situation. I get fucking
Yeah.
advertisements in the AI voices from like TikTok, but they're in completely different languages. It's either that or like cropped porn talking about like ED and such, and it's not like search
God.
results on YouTube or something else. I don't know what the fuck.
When I was in Mexico, all the Tumblr ads were about they had naked people in them. It was all in Spanish. It's like, why? There's no fucking control of this.
Yeah,
I
I miss
hated
those.
it.
I miss those Tumblr ads where it's like, I paid Tumblr X amount of money so that you could be my pet turtle. Hope you're
Yeah.
having a good day.
They still exist.
Oh yeah, they're just few and far between.
They are. I like Tumblr because the ads are completely random. They're not based on you whatsoever because
Well, you can
Tumblr
turn
actually
off
values
personalized
people's
ads.
privacy. No, there is no
Yeah,
personalization.
but there's no more porn on Tumblr though.
Yeah, give me my porn back, Tumblr.
Oh, there,
I'm
I
not
miss
coming
there
back.
is. There is.
Just use Reddit.
Reddit's better for it,
Based.
but yeah.
I
Oh,
just use Newground.
That's a classic though.
That's
That's
a
a
nostalgia
classic.
fabric.
Thanks,
Right.
Dorian,
Just
for
stick with
showing me that.
E621.
Same here.
Thank you to my partner for showing me this crippling porn addiction. God bless.
I am also an E621 user.
Hey.
See, that's why you think that I have the crippling porn addiction.
It's a
No,
house
it's
of
him.
Gooners. It's the Gooner household.
You
It
should.
is the
You should
Gooner household.
maybe instead of Dorian showing you the 2 episodes of How to Build a Sex Room, you should show you how many terabytes he's got on his server.
It's
of
only
porn.
gigabytes.
That
Only
doesn't make it
gigabytes.
better.
For
hundreds,
now.
but it's only
It-
gigabytes.
It's
now.
hundreds of
Oh my
them, but
God.
it's not a terabyte yet.
I bet you have it organized like Ted
I
does
heard that
from
yet.
the
Yeah.
Ted
Oh, he
movie.
has it organized.
Okay, hold
by
on.
type.
No. There is folders of organization, but there's probably a backlog that I need to organize that's bigger than the whole organized portion itself.
You got 2 different folders. One's clockwise room job and the other's counterclockwise room jobs.
Oh my
And then
fucking
there's
god,
the
that'd be insane.
secret. There's the
That would
secret
be
folder of
insane
like
to
prolapse.
catalog all of that.
I like seeing it go the other way. What can I say?
Dorian, is there a way to block off a section of that server I've been asking about?
There might be a way, yes. It's only actually 10 terabytes, not 14. I don't know what I told you.
Yeah. Oh, dude, not on a fucking company server.
Go to a company, like
How
ID
big is
person
it?
looks in company server, expects to find important files, sees furry porn.
Oh, for
Rar.
how much we have?
In the oil field as well. That's great.
That would really set the
Yeah.
tone.
Expects to see things pertaining to the oil fields, finds
Yeah.
furry porn.
And how much is the porn stash?
Get trolled by the IT department
porn.
with just furry porn. I think I mentioned this
603
a couple of podcasts ago.
Yeah.
Did I mention me like pushing the boundaries on Pinterest?
Yes.
Yes, you did,
Yeah.
because you got kicked, or what was it?
Yeah, so
The band.
I did
He got
like
banned.
I did like a month or two long test, because like Pinterest is real weird with their community guidelines and all that. And I don't think it was actually like nudity that got my account kicked off completely. I think it was quote unquote self-harm stuff, but I don't save anything remotely close to that. And I think it's just their bots or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, but I just found a bunch of shit online, and of course, because it's an algorithm, the more that you feed into something, they're gonna keep giving you like-minded things or similar things. And
Yeah.
it's all meant for fucking moms and people who want to do arts and crafts and shit. So I didn't think I'd find much,
Me.
but I found like full-on videos, GIFs. Um, there's just
Just people dicking down.
yeah, like I
Hell
remember
yeah.
I found one video. It was like 2.5 minutes long of like this short form version of a full sex tape, and it was like
What?
full, like uncensored. Everything was there, and it was like, wow, that is wild. I'll save
Was
that.
it
See
Kim
what else comes.
Kardashian's sex tape?
No, it was just this random
That was a
girl.
good one.
That was a good one. It was a comeback story for sure.
Ah!
Yeah, it's because there was lots of cum on her back.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Don't get
Yeah.
too excited.
The
Anyways, but
punchline is porn.
I love that
Ah,
punchline.
it's
It's my
about
favorite
That is
one.
sex.
still up.
Ah,
I'm
That is
sitting in
still
my
up
truck
there.
right now,
sex.
Anyways,
and I'm in the
so
middle of Sylvan Lake. Oh, sorry. Fuck.
um the
I'm tripping.
the only thing that I fucked up on is I didn't make a new account for this test just in case things went sideways. So I fucked up my like actual main account. So
Good job.
Dumbass.
whatever. I wasn't really using
Everyone
it
point a
all that
laugh
much.
at the moron.
Yeah. But yeah, it was wild. Like I think I had I did 1 month and then I reset it, got rid of a bunch of like of the boards and such that they have,
The
and just like
incest. Yeah.
wiped it off, so that like I wouldn't get any more strikes on my account, and calmed it down. And that one, I had one board that had like 1,000 pins or something like that in it, and then another one that was like 300, because I tried to keep them organized of like, okay, this is the most popular, this is not as popular, and so on and so forth. Um, I sent one to Alex a little bit ago. I found I found this like drawing that somebody had made, and it was it's literally like this fox girl almost with her titties out, but it's eggs and bacon and beans was the reference photo.
I think I've literally seen that exact same photo you're fucking talking.
Dude,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah. Hold
What
on.
in the?
I'll
I have it right here.
yeah.
I found it.
Send it in the chat so that everybody can see the seriousness.
Oh no.
It is fucking
All
wild.
right, you're about to see Fox Girl titties. Let's go.
Also,
Where are these?
I found
Where are these
like
fox tips?
Hold up. Hold
oh
up.
what
It's coming. It's
Oh
coming.
yeah.
I'm a
oh
swear to God,
yeah
Dorian.
um
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna beat you
what
with
is
this
it?
fucking stick.
The fucking aliens, like the black aliens. Yeah, that's the photo.
What the fuck, dude?
I literally
Yeah.
found
He was
that.
another
I was
dragon.
like, no way, this is real. Like, people have way too much time on their hands.
Fuck, that's funny.
It is.
They find
I,
inspiration in the weirdest things.
yeah.
Like egg titties, egg nipples.
But like, I found a lot of like, um, Five Nights at Freddy's, Aliens, and Predator. They were very popular for some
They put a
reason.
dick on Freddy?
Oh yeah, they have.
God damn it, dude.
Why are you
Bro,
surprised
I
with
got a
Aliens and Predator
fucking
though?
folder labeled for
I'm not-
them.
Dude, what the hell?
FNAF has a folder.
FNAF has a whole genre.
Also, there was just
Basically the equivalent of My Little Pony porn,
that was another one that was really
Also-
popular on Pinterest
which
for
I
some
fucking
reason.
No, it's-
hate.
There was also a lot of stuff where like people would try to say that same thing with like Tumblr and a bunch of other sites where you would label it as like gay, LGBT, like those kind of tags. And it was just straight up like porn or like nude photos or whatever.
Yeah,
Yep.
you get that on Tumblr.
Yeah, I know you get it on Tumblr.
I hate it.
Um,
That's just who I am. It's because that's not what I'm looking for.
oh yeah, you're after their personality. Yeah, I get it. It's fine.
No, that's not what
I'm
Tumblr
teasing. I'm teasing. I'm just yanking your chain here.
for. I know.
But yeah, no, it was wild. All of the things that I could find, and my wife was like legitimately concerned. She's like, "You've been finding a lot of this stuff recently. Like, are you good?" I'm like, I legitimately am just so curious and bewildered at all the shit that I'm finding that it's like this rabbit hole that I'm in. And then I got kicked off of it, and I was like, okay, cool. That's one less thing to worry about. Like I haven't I tried to see if I could get my account back open, just for shits and gigs, and I haven't.
Just send him a message, right? Like, hey,
Well,
help a brother out.
I sent a support ticket because I was like, hey, one of the like a bunch of things that it was saying for the account not being available was like self-harm and a couple other things, and I'm just confused on what those were, because like nudity and sexual content, yeah, fair, like 100%. That makes sense, but there was a couple of things that they had listed of like reasons for termination of the account or something like that. I was like, what the fuck? When did I ever see those? So I I just asked based off of reasonable doubt, just to see. I haven't gotten anything back, so I just moved on. You know,
No, you should go be racist against Pinterest.
you think
That
so?
sounds like a plan.
It already does it to itself. Don't bully it further.
No, I want to.
I must. It is my mission.
I hate corporations, I say.
Of all
Actively
the ones to
ordering stuff online.
of all the ones to beat out, Pinterest is not the one. In all honesty, it's not that bad.
No, Pinterest is chill, like really chill.
The fact that it's still going is absolutely fantastic and amazing. It's just like wow.
It's a
After
testament to
basically being dead.
yeah.
Where do you think your D&D maps come from, Gaelen?
Oh, I know that. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know of all the things to get mad about in regards to like online platforms. Pinterest is not it. You're better off shaking a fist at Tumblr than you are at Pinterest.
Yeah, just bring back my fucking porn on goddamn Tumblr and I'll be happy.
There's other sites
Why
for
are
that.
why are we all
I-
gooners? Why are we all
Just
gooners?
Because what is there to do but goon?
We were
Do
joking
you own a
last session.
fleshlight, Dorian?
This is a gooner talk.
Yes!
Yes,
A live one and a fake one.
exactly.
Based.
But
But like no, I yeah.
why are you gay?
Why-
I love the
I wish I knew.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah, I did. I literally watched it live update.
What?
PJ, fucking penis Sean changed his photo to
Oh,
"Why are you gay?"
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Smoking
Because,
talcum
because of
powder in
my
my
entire
armpit.
family is gay.
That's why I'm gay.
I seen that stupid fucking EV too.
I'm gay because my mom was gay, my sister was gay, I'm gay. I'm pretty sure my dad is gay.
So
Aren't
it's
we all
just running in the
gay?
family.
It does run in my family.
Go. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, I found another stupid
huh.
shirt on Temu. It's sirloin with a piece of beef getting knighted.
Hell yeah.
There's also another one that says "Hide your wife, the alpha is here" with a bunch of like werewolf pictures. One of them was wearing a cowboy hat.
God, I think that's the
Love it.
most. I hate that
I-
genre so much. The alpha, beta, omega thing. It's
You
such
guys see
shit.
this shirt here?
Just
This
a
shirt
they
here.
them
I
of
almost
causing mayhem.
I found a shirt with the exact same text on it in Spencer's today,
What the fuck?
What
and
the
I was so
fuck?
tempted to buy it.
What the
Um,
fuck?
I just found one that says "Wet
Dude, I
beavers
fucking
looking for
love
wood."
Born to Shit, Forced to Wipe.
Oh, I love that, dude. I
Also,
almost bought.
Galen, I don't like that meme you sent.
The
The
circumcision
circumcision.
time.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There's been so many. There's been so many shirts that I've almost purchased.
Oh,
The Born to Shit,
Why
Forced
is
to
it so
Wipe.
small? I've seen that fucking meme earlier today.
can I say that and just send it to my ex?
Yes.
Yes. Well, Dorian sent me one that was like, "Thank God I'm not in defeat." And I just looked at him like, I need to send that to my ex because he was in defeat. Sorry, is in defeat.
is
Just point out his
Also,
tiny wiener.
his tiny wiener, and then send him the "Thank God I'm not in defeat."
This wait, hold on. I have that one that's just kind of funny, but guys, I have a hear me out. You guys ready for this? Hear me out.
there.
Hear me out.
Oh my god.
Oh God, you stupid
Awful.
motherfucker.
Lego stroker. Go
Okay, but
crazy.
wait, hear me out. What about what about a
The,
Lego
the
dildo?
Legacy. The Lego wussy.
Anything the
Legacy?
dildos are brave enough.
Legacy.
A legacy?
Legacy.
I don't.
Legacy.
Oh no! Why are we?
I feel the inequality here, and I don't see a Lego dildo. Oh
Holy
God.
fuck,
Oh.
dude. Okay, but would you guys get a big old minotaur cock?
What? I mean, there's horse cocks you can
Oh,
get from Bad
that
Dragon.
reminds me of a meme that I have. Hold on.
You have a meme about horsecock?
Yes, actually.
Actually, I would.
Where is it? There it is.
Uh-huh. Literally saw those exact boxes at fucking Spencer's today.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I am a Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
I am a Stegosaurus.
Wait,
Cuts
how do
off
we know
your
what a
penis.
Stegosaurus's cock looks like?
We can imagine.
I don't know if I
We
want
have
to
the
imagine.
technology.
You
We
remember
have-
those
Uh,
Coney Island interviews that were going on?
okay, wait.
What would
So
it feel
there.
like to take a spin on the cyclone in that picture?
Jesus Christ.
Where is it?
Middle
Where is
far
what?
right.
Your penis?
Oh my God! What the fuck?
That's like a stroker.
There are girls that want to ride that, man.
Jesus.
I don't know. The
I want to
Stegosaurus
ask
one
who's
scares
putting
me.
this thing. I was gonna say, how one was putting the Stegosaurus up their ass.
Waterboarding myself. Fuck yeah.
Okay, controversial question.
Oh
If you
no.
guys have a son, are you gonna circumcise him?
No.
What?
I am circumcised, then no.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got a cut
I
cock?
don't agree with penis mutilation.
Oh,
That
Yes,
should be a
let's cut
decision
off
for them.
50,000 fucking sensors.
Those are nerve endings.
Oh,
That's the
you
equivalent
wanted
of
to
you guys.
enjoy sex?
It's
Fuck you.
literally right. It's like the equivalent of cutting off half to a quarter of the clitoris.
Mhm.
It's so
Hey,
wild.
Goodbye.
oh, fuck, garlic bread.
But like, it's the exact same
Hell
thing.
yeah.
Wait, that
Garlic
actually
bread.
brings me to a topic.
Garlic bread.
I
dipped in,
have
like
I'd
that
rather bread.
olive
'cause
oil and
fucking-
balsamic vinegar. Oh,
Oh
bread-
yeah.
okay, motherfuckers,
Oh.
motherfuckers. The circumcision thing brought up an idea because it is a topic.
We can
I have a cataract, right? So I have only lived all of my life where I can remember it with one functioning eye. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where if I could have lived with another eyeball, I would have loved the opportunity, but having the option to give them that choice, right? To circumcise or whatever. I don't know.
yeah.
What
No.
is
Like
cataract?
having
What is
And this
a
can be
cataract is a calcium block behind your retina.
Oh
It
well,
usually
I have cataract too in
typically
both eyes.
it typically develops when you're really really old, and it stopped my brain's development of the muscles that control my left eye. So I
That
have
happened to both my eyes. I'm not shitting you. Happened
yeah,
to
but are
both
you
eyes.
legally blind?
I would be
Right.
if I hadn't had eye surgery. I have both my
I
lenses
have
been replaced. I have dead
the best
man
way
lenses.
to describe it is that I've had 3 eye surgeries and none of them took, and I have a massive black circle in my left eye and only fuzzy peripherals. Like I have the worst hangover of my life.
Oh yeah, we got pretty much the same thing then. Because
Nice.
I have to get laser every year to break up the fucking film over my eye. Otherwise, it's like literally putting on foggy glasses. Pretty much how it works for me, at least.
Yeah.
so
It sucks.
so back onto the topic of circumcision. Coming
Yeah.
from a woman
Oh,
who
Jesus.
has both slept with a man who was circumcised and a man who is not circumcised, I always prefer them not to be circumcised because, for one, I don't need to have either a shit ton of spit or lube to play with you without damaging skin.
Yeah, because you
And
can
I'm
use the
sure
smegma.
the what?
Smegma,
God.
Oh
smegma
my
lube.
god.
No, I don't want a bucket or a gallon of it. Thanks,
Bread and
no.
butter wiener time.
Um. And then as well, it's just I've noticed that they're cleaner as well, which is funny
Well, yeah.
because people always get them cut in order for the boy to be cleaner, and it's like that's not.
You're just inducing laziness by getting them cut. Say it's cleaner.
So
Dude.
there
Okay, wait.
is legitimate
Speaking of
reasons
cleanliness,
to
do
get
you wash
cut.
your ass? Do you wash
you
your
what?
ass?
Yes,
Did you
Yeah.
wash your ass today?
yeah.
Do you
And
wash your
Dorian
ass?
uses wet wipes every single day, after every single poop.
God bless a man of culture.
I carry wet wipes for him specifically because he does not like swamp ass.
Like
It's the
why
worst
would I
feeling ever.
want literally why would I want to either wipe until my ass feels like sandpaper because fucking there's no lubrication there and it's just either spreading shit or you're scraping shit and then
Really?
later get sweaty and have swamp ass or just say fuck it and carry some wipes around and boom, always clean.
If I may interject, like,
No, you won't.
th-
No.
I've heard
Fuck
about
you.
legitimate medical reasons to get cut, but 90%
That's
of
not
the
until
time,
later on in life, though.
The medical reason is because you don't teach your kid to basically flex the skin like a muscle. You don't tell him to pull it back all the time as he's growing, which is what you're supposed to do.
yeah,
The complications later on are because you've never stretched that skin, and then when you get hard, it can't fit over your head. So then you have ripping and tearing issues, and if you don't do it as you grow, then you'll have ripping and tearing issues for life unless you actually look after.
the ones that I've heard for medical conditions, because that one's just laziness, like you said earlier. The ones that I've
It's
heard of is like legitimate, like dermatitis and such. where
Yeah.
the foreskin itself gets so irritated just from friction and whatever else. And cleaning can be an aspect of it, but most of the time, skin's a fickle thing. Um, and I've heard of quite a few people where they've just had to get it lopped off, like, in their teens or something like that, just because it's so annoyed that like they can't just fucking keep going.
They're
It's not because
then
of a lack of
honestly,
trying.
well, I don't know
At
for
least that's
even
as far as
those.
I heard.
Yeah, like I'm not cut. Growing up, I kind of know how
Uncut
that
buddies.
works. Yeah, exactly. Like it's if you do it right, you don't have issues.
Yep.
And those people that grow up and they say they have dermatitis or they have infection issues or whatever, you're not cleaning it. You're not flexing it back. You're not actually pulling it back and cleaning around the back of your head. Like you're not doing what you're supposed to. And
Yep.
that's where they're gonna have major issues.
Also, like, now,
Also, sorry. Also, if you're at home, please, for the love of God, after you go pee, just fucking take your dick to the sink and wash your dick off. It's not that hard.
thanks for the PSA. Um,
Yeah.
it's
Piss
funny.
after sex and wash your dick off.
Yep,
Yes.
the actual advice from this fucking stupid ass
You literally
podcast.
man, like just keep yourself clean. And the best way you can clean is if you're in a bathroom by yourself, just clean yourself. The sink is already at dick height. What excuse do you have? Pants are already down.
Yeah, I
Okay, but to
don't.
be
I
honest,
think
though, how would you feel, babe? I want to know your honest opinion. How would you feel if you walked into the bathroom at, say, like Aspen, for example?
I said in a
And you
bathroom alone.
hold on. The men thought that they were alone, and they were at the urinal, and they just walk over to the sink.
No, this is a public place. Go home, wash your dick.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's real questions I have to ask you there.
Also, I have a different perspective from all of you guys because now I've got a kid and shit. And that's an option that you can say at any given time when you're at the hospital. But we chose not to, partly because it's like there's no religious or medical reason for it. Don't bother with it because it can cause complications with cutting it, especially at such an early age.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, like, I legitimately thought about it for like a good hour or two of like whether it was worthwhile of even looking at it further. And the conclusion I came up to was if my kid is anything like me, which he's fucking half me, so most likely he'll probably have a couple hoodies stolen in his life. That's one that cannot get stolen. At least, easily.
For God's sake.
Unless they're a psychopath.
Dad, help. This girl took my fucking foreskin.
Dad, I messed with the Latina that you told me not to mess with. She stole my fucking foreskin. Damn, was the sex good though?
I knew the big titty goth girlfriend was a bad idea.
She demanded a
Yeah, it's like
blood sacrifice to see if I was actually in it, and then she ghosted me.
How dare
Me
she?
and the bad goth bitch I pulled by being weird.
My autistic ass pulling a goth GF.
I fucked
All
the
right.
Jewish girl and she stole my wiener hoodie.
Mom said it's my turn with the fucking wiener hoodie.
My dick was not kosher enough for her.
My dick was kosher. Real.
Mom said it's my turn with the dick beanie.
God.
Okay, so we're sitting at an hour and a half for this recording. Hey, do we want to cut her loose here?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could
have
talk about my penis more if you
Oh,
want.
wow.
We can just send pics later after this is over.
All right,
I gotta
whoever
go
wants
for a
dick
shower
pics,
here
I'll
soon.
ask. I'll send out free dick pics. Real.
Yeah, for real.
No scam.
No scam.
Free re
Just-
free
I just
Robux.
require Apple gift cards in advance.
10%.
No
By the way,
reason.
that last meme is courtesy of Regina.
Oh, there's so many
It's
memes.
a copper gable, you say.
Is that an
Copper
actual
cable,
issue
you
you guys
say.
have?
Pardon?
Is that an actual
That's
issue
pretty
you
good.
have over there?
Oh yeah,
Oh
there's
my
crack
God,
addicts
all the
always
time.
stealing copper in Regina.
Yeah.
Have you considered
Okay.
just shooting them?
Oh,
Brother, if only we had First Amendment rights here.
okay.
Uh,
Sorry,
There'd
I
be
have
so many fucking violent
Babe, did you
deaths,
see the
dude.
weed? Babe, did you see the no-name weed?
That was good.
I hate. Oh, you.
Weed for getting high.
Yeah.
I
Real.
hate it.
It's great.
I hate it.
I gotta tell you guys something really quick before we cut this loose. Speaking of
You're gay?
crackheads and all that. No, the shop got broken into like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Not even that. I think it was like a week ago. They broke in, stole a bunch of stuff out of the unlocked van. S- I think they grabbed some tools and like some fittings, and then they dipped, and that was it. They didn't steal any of the extension cords. They didn't try to, hobble away
Also,
with.
nothing with copper in it.
No. So
Why they call it Pie River?
I think
Oh
no. So
shit!
if it's the same people that have been responsible for a couple of other thefts at shops around the area, these guys will go in. They'll try and get like power tools and like actual useful stuff, and if it's like base material, they'll just send it to the scrapyard and get a little bit of money out of it. But if it's power tools, what they'll do is they'll try and resell it online. Because unless you put in like a flag um, with the manufacturer that it's stolen, um, there's nothing you can really do. And all that the manufacturer flag in their system does is when you send it in for warranty repair. Um, And so if somebody steals it, and then you buy it off of them, not knowing they stole it, and then you send it in for repair, it gets flagged, and then now you're out a power tool. That's all that really happens. The people who steal it don't get caught because they sell it off to everybody else. But yeah, there was just a bunch of random stuff missing. And the van looked like cleaner than never before. It was actually kind of amazing. They really took a weight off of our
That's
shoulders.
good.
Because the pipe fitter, he just leaves the van a mess, and it was like almost completely cleared out. It was awesome.
That's well. You
Yeah.
win
Is
some,
that
you win
is that a meme about the fucking Typhlosion sex
Yes, it is.
fanfiction? Jesus Christ!
I'm so happy somebody got that.
I look over and I just see Typhlosion and Vaporeon, and I don't even need to read the rest of it.
It's only fucking Vaporeon saying first time.
Fucking
Is there
Christ!
a new shit
The new
post with
Power
that or
World,
something?
yeah.
No. Did you not hear about the data leak at Pokemon that resulted in the Typhlosion stuff? Oh
No.
no!
Oh
You
my man,
blissfully
you're in
ignorant
for it.
man.
You sweet, sweet young child.
There's a woman writer at the Pokemon Nintendo Game Freak. I don't really
Game
remember
Freak,
who.
yeah.
Game Freak.
Yeah, Game Freak. That wrote Typhlosion erotica. That's just in the source code of some of the games.
It's technically canon. Typhlosion basically raped a woman and made another Typhlosion.
Typhlosion baby human hybrid things.
Yep.
That sounds quite tame.
But coming straight from Game Freak? No, that's not tame.
Official Nintendo Game Freak stuff.
Official
Yeah, it is.
Nintendo Gen 1. There was a bunch of explanations on.
Drifloon
Yeah, but this
stole
wasn't
children.
Gen 1. Yeah, but
No,
this
I
isn't
know.
Gen 1 stuff.
I know it's not Gen 1. I forget exactly which gen that one is in, but
It's like 2 or
um,
3 or something like
The
that.
Yeah.
version is 3, I think, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds right. But like Gen 1, there's a bunch of them that have really fucked up backgrounds where it's like death of children, kidnapping
Yeah,
of
we all know
children.
about Marowak and fucking the mother.
Yeah. No, not even Marowak. There's a couple of
What?
Mystic Pokemon. There's a couple where they have
The
like
one that comes to my head immediately is Driftloon would like steal children and fly them into the sky.
yeah.
The Driftloons are cool for
Oh, I
that.
knew
I'm
about
gonna be
that.
real. Fuck them kids.
Don't fuck the kids, Gaelen.
Well, no, I'm gonna fuck them with a
We're having a
50
Diddy party?
caliber.
Oh,
Okay,
try and stop me.
I looked up like Dark Origins for Pokemon, and I'm just getting Dark Rising. So I'm not gonna fucking find it right now.
Do you guys believe in the
Marowak.
Pokemon War theory?
No.
Pokemon War?
Yeah, there's a theory that most of the world of Pokemon, at least in the first couple gens and games that you played through, the world is recovering from a war where they fought Pokemon.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that.
And like most of the adults that went to the war just died.
Yeah.
That's why Ash doesn't have a dad, and in the first couple games, you're just with your mom.
I mean, yeah,
It
that
would explain why
would
there's
make
only
sense.
old people and young people and nothing really in between.
That too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All the able body went to serve. And there's
By the way, I just
I
want to
remember
say
what you said to me.
Marowak gives me massive Littlefoot vibes from Land Before Time.
Did you like that that meme?
Yeah. Because there's like Genshin affected my life.
Fucking love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I hate you.
That's gross.
I'll be printing out the divorce papers at work tomorrow.
You opened 4 chocolate bars to fucking do that. Oh my god.
Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the
Okay,
Hut.
so next session that we have, it's got to be like a wildly wholesome one. So I'm saying we do Hello Kitty Island Adventure or something like that for the next stream.
Fuck yeah.
Sure,
Oh,
I can
yeah,
get
dude.
behind that.
Yeah.
Here comes the airplane.
Here's my duck pick.
Nice
Me when I
duck.
have to shoot my dog because I'm bored.
I love that one.
I'm saving like some of these, man. These are gold.
You have
Yeah.
no idea how cursed we can get.
Oh, bro, yeah. You have no idea.
Like fuck.
Oh my
There's
fucking god.
Oh my
Alex,
god.
just imagine that. Just one big old sperm.
Yeah, I have seen that one and it fucking creeps the shit out of me.
That made me actually feel sick looking at.
It kind of does. It's like slurping a spaghetti.
Oh fuck.
I got 2 of you.
Oh god. Fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Oh.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh god. I feel sick.
Which one?
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, I gotta. I'm sitting in the middle of the fucking Sylvan Lake, and I need to go home and take a fat shit.
You don't do that, bro.
You go
Hell
do
yeah.
that.
I'm
Okay,
like sitting in
we're
a
gonna cut her.
6,000-pound truck
Yeah.
over like 30 feet of water.
Probably cut the last 20 minutes since we're
Oh,
talking about
what did
pictures
Bob
we can only
No,
see.
no, I'm keeping it all. Fuck it. Who cares? All right. Well, we're at an hour and
Wait.
45.
Wait, Toast. I have a really good reaction image that you should use this one in your daily rotation.
A reaction to that reaction pic.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna close her down.
Goodbye, listeners. Have a
Okay.
nightmare and shit the bed.
Yep.
Thanks for
Don't
joining
let
the
Danny DeChino get you.
Counterclockwise podcast, where we talked about gender identity and generally fucked around. Use code Hitler at checkout for 10% off. Thanks
No. Stop publicly endorsing Hitler.
Okay,
Also,
so
it's
just
called
privately
SS.
endorse.
We shouldn't be doing
I
that.
want to associate with you in public. Stop it.
Okay.
I
Anyways,
gave up on that years ago.
Yeah,
Real.
real and true. All right. Bye.
Kamala Harris the unicorn.